Hi, I have super exciting news. My second board game just came in. This is the prototype for my Titanholm. It's kind of a board slash card game. Basically, Titanholm is my fantasy world that kind of revolves around originally it was Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and now I've created my own d20 kind of agnostic gaming system that you could actually play this with any d20 system. You could play it with Dungeons and Dragons, you could play it with Pathfinder, anything else out there that you find. So it kind of works in tandem with those gaming rule sets with a few changes and modifications for the Titanholm world. I do write Titanholm Villas. Those are episodes that come out monthly on the first of every month. Those characters are actually featured in this game. I figured why not do a little bit of cross marketing there. So as you can see, this is my prototype. So I need to have this changed, improved, and everything and out the door very, very soon because I'm looking at May 1st shipping date for this. And if I want to have it for release at Origins, I have to get my butt in gear and get it done ASAP. So I'm going to go ahead and open it and see. Now I did change the box size last minute before I ordered my proof. And so I already know that level 1 through 3 down here needs to be changed and moved up to the center here. But I really wanted to go with the smaller box. It's easier for me to transport to and from events, number one. And number two, I just wanted to make sure everything was going to fit in here, and it keeps the price point down. I think that this box was like $2 cheaper than the size up. So I'm saving myself money, and that I'm passing along to my customers. So obviously everything's packed here from Game Crafters where I'm creating everything. So we're just going to remove all of this. This is how it would come, if a customer ordered it basically from Game Crafter. So I'm going to open up and take a look here. I have all of my hex tiles. Now the way I have it set up is basically you have a terrain and you lay out your hex tiles. You can actually play this RPG without a DM. So basically, everybody takes a turn reading from the manual. Whenever they encounter one of these tiles, they flip it over. They'll read that part from the book and then move on. They'll execute it. So one of the things I noticed right out of the gate is that, I made the terrain. So this one is actually Underground Ruins. It's level 1, but as you can see, I need to go through and put level 1 on all these because as you can see, this is level 3, which is in a mine. They look very similar, and there's no way to really tell the difference between the two hex tiles, and so I need to make that adjustment before final publishing. But I also need to look, so there's different encounters. The encounters are either easy, intermediate, or hard, and depending on how many players you can have 1 to 8 players. There are charts to determine how many of these tiles that you include. So then we also have challenges. Let me see if I can find the other type. This is level 3, which is in the desert. So it's the painted desert. So it has a nice little terrain there for that. Here we go. The other card type is Discovery. So this is Discovery Awakening. So then you would go to the book, you'd find Discovery Awakening, you would read and execute. The other thing I'm considering doing is going into YouTube and recording these myself. So, if you have a group of people that are not interested in reading everything, then you could just play the associated YouTube video and do it from there. Now, these are the character cards. So here's my Technomancer. This is level 3. So on here, then you have all of your character sheet attributes. Now you can use these cards or you can choose to build your own characters, but these are the characters in my Kindle Vella. So my Technomancer is Lila. We have our Thief, Flynn, and his card. Our Tinker, Tonk. Special, I got a Realm of Thrall Blood Sparrow. This is Darling. She's pirate, basically a pirate queen of the Fortune's Coast. I am using her as a crossover. This is going to be a character class in a Realm of Thrall RPG whenever I get that up and going. You've got Red, your Demolitions Dwarf. You got your Guardian, Ava. You have your Remnant, who is basically like a lifelike android. You have your Sniper, Dante, who is a tiefling. I think that covers all of them, but they are, you have one for each level. So as their abilities increase, then obviously they get additional stats on their card. And that is what you use then to play the game, depending on what level that you're playing. So obviously if you're playing level 2 and I'm playing Flynn level 2, you're playing with the Painted Desert tiles, and you would just refer to the book once you turn it over, Discovery Awakening, read and execute, then pass the book to your left. The next person will then pick a tile. Let's say they pick this tile, they flip it over, it's encounter, it's a sand squid, easy. So then whoever pulled this tile then will actually play the sand squid. So they will roll for the sand squid and their character, Flynn, and pass it along. So technically you could play it with one person. So it's just an interesting concept. I really like this. Like I said, I need to check for typos and make sure everything is correct. And then I need to, I need to put level 2 somewhere on here so that I can say, grab level 2 hex tiles, and people aren't like, what are you talking about? Where are these level 2 hex tiles? So I am really impressed it all fit in the smaller box, so I'm super excited about that. So look for more Titanholm Adventure in a Box coming very, very soon. I am still finishing the editing on the actual book and the rules and all of that, but that should be done very soon here, because I'm going to have, instead of including the rules in this box, I am actually going to do a QR code on here. I'll probably change that. I'm not sure I like that so much. So I need to have that done before I can move forward. But, one step at a time, I'm one step closer. And I am just super excited to have another game out there. And I'm super excited to bring this to Origins. So more to come.